Hey, what's up everybody? It's Sega J here, and today we're going to be reviewing the Sega Genesis Classics collection on the Switch. You see we have tons of games here, and I'm going to be quickly reviewing every single one of them. From what I see, there's about 53 titles, 54, I haven't counted them. But we're going to start off with Alex Kidd in the Enchanted Castle. Let's go. Alright, for every single game, I'm going to give a little bit of commentary, and then I'm going to let about a minute of gameplay go so you can see what it's like. Alex Kidd in the Enchanted Castle was a game that I didn't really like. I gave it a chance. First place you start off in is Rookie Town, but I feel like that's a really big insult because I could not get past it. I got killed by everything. Planes kill you, cars kill you. One of the most interesting things that you can do is when one of the very first doors you encounter that's open, you can go in there and you can bet your life. I don't know if that's something you should be showing kids, to be gambling their life away for a couple of bucks, especially at rock, paper, scissors, but it's probably one of the more interesting things that I saw in it because, well, like I said, I didn't get too far, seeing that I couldn't even pass the first level. But would I recommend this? I mean, I'm pretty sure with practice I would get somewhere decent, but I would say no. Alright, up next is one that I would actually highly recommend. Start off by saying that right off the bat, I would highly recommend Alien Soldier. This game is amazing, super quick, fast paced, it's very difficult. I did not change any of the difficult settings. I wanted to experience everything how it's intended, so I started playing this. I love the weapon system. I played it before, so that's why I went with that weapon that I got right there. I went with all four of those, but you can choose different weapons. There's like a laser cannon, there's like a flamethrower, there's like a missile launcher. That's pretty cool. You can upgrade your weapons, you can walk upside down on walls, you can fly through the air, do a super quick dash. You can it's a phenomenal game. Alright, first boss is this crazy worm thing here. I couldn't pass it, but you know what? Highly recommend it. Check this one out for sure. Alien Storm. I don't remember exactly where I played this game, but I played it before. As you can see in this upcoming demo footage, you can play as a female, you can play as a male, or you can play as a robot. Personally, always go with the robot. Always go with the robot. That's how I feel. Watch, just gonna change to my gameplay real quick right here. The robot has this cool like electric whip. Whip it real good. You can shock the enemies with it. You got like some kind of weird, I don't know what comes out of the back right there. Is that supposed to be like a little rocket, or is that oil and then it whips it and then you turn a blaze? I don't know what it is, but the robot is super cool. You also got the superpower where you throw your head or you explode. I think it's you explode and you run back and grab your head. It's pretty cool. I would really recommend this game. In fact, just for the previous two games alone, this collection is worth it, especially because it's on sale right now from the recording of this video at $5.99. Totally worth it so far. Alright, up next we've got Altered Beast. This is probably the oldest Sega Genesis game I have ever played. I don't know if this was a release for the game. You know what? I don't really know that much about Genesis in general. But what I do know is that this game is alright. I mean, it's kind of like a beat 'em up, is what I would say. You scroll from one side to the other. Well, it auto scrolls from one side to the other. You can get some power-ups. You can turn into the beast. With each level up you get less and less clothed until eventually you turn into the altered beast or some kind of werewolf, whatever it be. You get to fight Uncle Fester right here from the Addams Family. See, look, I upgraded a buffness. I think he's the boss. Don't think you could touch him at this point. Not sure. I did get to fight him at the end of the level, but I didn't win. Turns into some weird goat thing. Just check it out. Check it out.
Welcome to your doom.
Beyond Oasis. It's an RPG created by Sega. Let me tell you, this game is awesome. You start off with like a little cutscene of you fighting a gold armlet or something like that in this cave. The cave starts shaking, so you get out of there, you hop on your ship, you go home to find out that your home is being attacked by some kind of evil, fiendish creatures. I would like to say creatures because they're not humans, they're monsters and stuff. Some of them look like they might be humans, but I don't think they are. They might be possessed or something, but let me tell you, they're not humans. You get home, you fight those dudes, then next thing you know, you meet up with your master, and your master tells you, yo, they went over to your castle, go check up on your parents. And from there, you explore, you can run, you can jump. Think of it like a Zelda type game, except way better. It's so cool. Right off the bat, you have so many moves that you can start off with. You don't even have to go and learn from somebody. Biohazard Battle. This game, man. This absolute gem, man. If I knew this game existed, if I had prior knowledge of this game's existence before the buying of this collection, and I saw that this was in the collection, I would have bought the collection alone. Solely for this game. For this game solely. What am I talking about? Dude, this game rocks, bro. Look what's going on screen. Flying squids. What are those? Jelly beans in the sky, bro. Come on. I mean, tell me this doesn't look ill, bro. I love shoot 'em ups. Squids, man. Flying squids, bro. Come on. There's nothing much I could really say. Just watch the gameplay. This game's insane. Bonanza Bros. I actually am very fond of this game. I used to play with my little brother a lot. You can play 2 players simultaneous co-op, or you can play 1 player, or you can go against each other and see who gets the most points. Either way, it's a blast. You go in stealing stuff. That's the whole aim of the game. You avoid the security or the police officers. You can use rubber bullets to stun them, or you could go ahead and just wait until they turn their backs and slip past them without being seen. This game is loads of fun, especially in 2 player. There's some cops with riot shields, so you can't just go ahead and shoot them, so you gotta do what I did right here, be a little bit crafty. Hit the wall so they jump up there, jump real quick and evade them. This game is super fun, 1 player, but 2 players is where it's at. If you have someone that really likes old school games, I say bust this one out. It's a really good time. Next up, we got Columns. Columns is your standard match 3 puzzle game. Several jewels, several colors, match 3, they disappear. It's as simple as it gets for a puzzle game. Good kind of, I guess you can say it kind of like Tetris, more like Puyo Puyo, but kind of like Bejeweled, except where you get to choose where you place your gems rather than just switching them around. There's not much I could say about this. It's just a match 3 color game, or a match more than 3 color game. If you like puzzles, go ahead and check out Columns. Columns 3. Now this is a game that I can highly recommend. Multiple modes, great graphics, great music, great atmosphere, great story, great antagonist. It kind of reminds me of Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, where you can go against different characters. There's bosses, quote unquote bosses, but there's different characters that you can fight. As you can see, there's this arachnid right here that shows at the bottom of the screen. Tell me this doesn't scream Dr. Robotnik's Mean Green Machine. Tell me this does not scream Wario's Wild Woods. Tell me this does not scream Kirby's Avalanche. At this point, I might think that this game is made by the same developer.
Test 1, 2. Sega.
Now we got a real good one, a real heavy hitter. We got Comic Zone. Comic Zone is an amazing beat 'em up. It plays off. You start off as a comic book character. You can jump through comic book screens. You can jump through pages, attacking the enemies. You can pick up items along your way. I just skipped it, as you can see right there. So I tried to go back, but I couldn't get it. Beat 'em up action. Awesome pow, whacks, exclamations like you would see in an actual comic book. The little voice bubbles. It's amazing. Really good. If you have a Sega Genesis, I would suggest buying this game outright. If you have a Switch and you're looking to see if you should pull the trigger on buying the Sega Genesis collection, do it for this game. If you won't do it for any of the other games that are recommended in this review, do it for this game alone. This game is well worth the $5.99. If you don't believe me, buy it. Buy it. Crackdown. Crackdown is one of my favorite games from this collection. I enjoyed sneaking around, shooting people with my gun. Okay, let me just say that when I was able to shoot people with my gun, I enjoyed it because these guys are really kind of cheap. You place bombs, you blow up, you're supposed to go and sneak into something. I didn't really get that far. I probably got into like stage 4, possibly, before I ended up losing. But it's so good. The play area is a small area at the bottom left of the screen. It's mostly taken up by the HUD, but don't let that deter you. No. Don't let that deter you one bit. This game is phenomenal. I enjoy it. And I say phenomenal for a lot of games, but that's because a lot of games, and they deserve being called phenomenal. A lot of them are really good. And this is definitely one of them. If you find this on the Genesis, buy it. If you have a chance of playing it, play it. If you don't have a chance of buying it or playing it other than this collection, I suggest pulling the trigger and getting it right now. Decap Attack. Decap Attack is a very good game for the Genesis. You play as a decapitated, I don't know, mummy? Monster? I don't know what you really are. But it gives me feelings of like an old school Microsoft DOS game. It is very quick. It is very responsive. Beautifully illustrated. Beautiful movements. Animations are great. The music is great. The enemies are great. I could sit here and just list all the things that I loved about this game. But instead, I can just let you go ahead and see the footage. This is a game that, you know what, a picture does 1,000 words. This video does 1,000,000,000. And all of those words are positive. Absolutely phenomenal. I did not get so far in this game. I didn't need to. It's a dang good game. And I highly suggest it. Highly. Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine is a game that I'm very fond of. I owned it on the Genesis and I've loved it ever since. Rocking soundtrack, rocking game. The 2-player versus mode is absolutely insane. The story mode is good. The characters are good. The antagonists are good. Everything is just absolutely perfect. If you like Puyo Puyo, this is your game. And it even features Carbuncle, the one from the Puyo Puyo games. It is literally just a reskin, if you want to call it that. But it has its own charm that makes it seem like it's a completely different game. I highly recommend this for anybody that loves Puyo Puyo. And I highly recommend this for anybody that loves puzzle games. This is one game that cannot be missed. If you own a Genesis or own any console for that matter that can run this game, do it. Alright, this is a game that I was not ready for. Dynamite Heady. You gotta keep it steady. Dynamite Heady is a game that I've heard about a lot. And you know what? I can see why it has a lot of good reviews. And I can see now why it has such a cult following. The graphics are great. The speed is great. The background, look at it. It looks like play that's going on right before your eyes. There's so many colors. There's so much speed. It's absolutely, it's a masterpiece. I mean, it's for the Genesis. This is a masterpiece. The fact that this is included in a compilation that has been reduced in price to $5.99 is absolutely unbelievable. This game is probably worth $15 on its own as a digital download. Do not miss your chance and buy this collection for this game alone. Oh my god. SWAT. City Under Siege. This game, oh man, there are so many good games included in this collection. I really hope that this pattern of good games continues throughout the whole review, because just by this one 30-minute segment alone, we already have more than half of its contenders easily knocking other games out of the park. SWAT is another one. Look at this gameplay. I cannot explain to you how awesome this game is. Just look at it. And this concludes this episode of Sega Genesis Classic Review. I hope everybody enjoyed it because I enjoyed reviewing these games. And I hope everybody looks forward to the next episode. Have a good day or night wherever you are in the world. Goodbye and stay peachy.
How love's supposed to be. Let me orchestrate a Mona Lisa melody. It's a picture perfect sound I ain't need to develop. Party people gather round, won't you get a bella? This address to the congregation. Shout out to the Milky Way, thanks for the accommodations. But now I'm finna take off. There's so much more to see, the nightclubs that make small talk. Rose petals lit